Here in Toronto, Ontario, where the Raptors look to take one from a Western Conference team here at the Air Canada Centre. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Sacramento is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. Try as they might, they've fallen behind the pack, but a chance here to check in for Vasquez. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against New York.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point. Yeah, that is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Patterson against Landry. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from the Quick. The Quick's got his first points of the game.
Sometimes players have a fairy tale beginning to their...
Cousins inside. Valanciunas is there. No good from Cousins. Johnson, the pass to the Quick. DeRozan in the corner. Over to the left wing. Fires the three. Good. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I'm not sure that was the play. Top 20 in the league. They can certainly do better and strive to do better there.
And the rebounding is really the key stat that I'm looking at right there with all those numbers you talked about, Clark. Well, this is a team that really tries to be physical. And when they're able to secure boards, that does a lot of things for them. It helps their defense, keeping teams from getting second chance opportunities against them, and it fuels their fast break.
You know, his ability only by his energy.
Outside Collison. He kicks to McLemore. Cousins with a screen on DeRozan. Haspy for three. The rebound by Hansbrough. And Toronto, guys, not necessarily viewed as a free agent destination in the NBA. But, Steve, it's a diverse city with a lot to offer.
And not least of which, Kevin, a vibrant...
Tremendous game you played against New York. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Oh, especially on the back end.
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
Patterson, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Johnson comes in for Johnson. Vasquez, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's the Quick in for DeMar DeRozan. The Quick in at point guard. Patrick Patterson is out there with James Johnson. Then there's Landry Fields. And it's Vasquez in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Fires at the elbow. Bank shot, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Sessions.
Ramon Sessions, a 6'3" combo guard. He's actually pretty good guarding shooting guards. Good strength, especially in his legs, which allows him to stay in front.
Put it behind you now. Get ready to go.
Teams will make substitutions. And the first is about to get going here.
Excellent game.
And the Kings making a change here. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Sacramento. Collison is out there with Evans. Then there's Ryan Hollins. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Collison, good.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
The Quick, he's checked in for Toronto. The Kings making a switch here. Raptors leading by 23. Kicks it to DeRozan. For 3. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Evans. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Toronto.
Get up.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Some changes for Toronto. Nagata has checked in for Patterson. Landry Fields comes in for James Johnson. And it's the quick in for Vasquez. Then for the Kings, Hollins is checked in, and it's Williams in for Reggie Evans.
He's willing himself at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for it. To an Eastern Conference affair here at the Verizon Center. This is the last stop for the Raptors before returning to Toronto. Check in for Vasquez. Washington with the ball. They trail by 1. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. DeRozan and Johnson on the wing. And it's the quick in at the point. Got his 4th assist in this one.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. A great scorer. Third to get to the line. Been quite a run for him defensively the last month. I mean, he's getting everything out there in terms of steals and deflections.
Patterson passes to the quick. Johnson right side. Lock at 6. They double him with Wall. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's the quick. And again, it's Toronto converting.
I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it. Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Pass to the quick. The dish to Valanciunas. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group.
Moving inside.
And
that's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Patterson passes to Valanciunas. Back to Patterson. Pass to the quick. Here's Johnson. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
3-point shooting and defense.
Both teams making some changes here.
I'm here with John.
UGLY. Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there. What would you call it? Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just gotta let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study the film, see what you did wrong. Hit the weight room, get some treatment, make up for it next time.
Good idea. The quicker we get back out there, the quicker we can leave this nightmare behind us. Let's hit it.